Okay, here at the Law and Crime Network studios, getting ready to go on air. It's pretty much what it looks like. Cameras over there, at the backdrop over here. But I did want to talk about something that I think is interesting from a legal standpoint, and that is what I believe to be a lawyer's responsibilities of caring for their client just beyond the ethics of a case and doing a case and being effective as a lawyer. I hear many times clients that come to us that indicate that they were with another lawyer and they felt that they weren't being emotionally supported. And while we're not obviously psychologists, I think it's very, very important that if you have constant communication with your client and you let the client know that you're invested and understand that they're going through the most calamitous thing probably in their entire lives. The collateral consequences to being charged with a crime are extremely serious. What do I mean by that? Collateral consequences like losing a spouse because of it, or losing your job, not having the ability to be able to hire a lawyer, and of course the constant fear that you have in many cases that you may go to jail. So I think it's really, really important, and we work very hard at the Bianchi Law Group and trying to make sure that we're treating the whole person, as we say, and not just giving lip service to that. We give materials and guides and things to them to help them through this most difficult time, but also hooking them up with the proper resources that they may need to navigate them through the emotional part. I think there's also another aspect to it. It's not only attending, to those emotional needs, hearing them out, trying to give them support services. I think that a big part of this, when they come from other law firms, from what I'm seeing, is also basic communication. We hear so many times, and it's so regrettable and unfortunate, is that the client retains a law firm and then they're not hearing back from the lawyer. They're not given status updates about what's going on. They're not being told when court matters are being adjourned. Literally, so many times when I'm taking calls from potentially new clients that are coming from other law firms, shockingly to me, they don't even know the nature of the charges. They haven't gone over the sentencing code. They haven't gone over what proofs there are in the case. And a lot of times, many lawyers are not giving them that data and just telling them to plead guilty down the road. So they feel like their case hasn't been attended to. It's my deep belief that you have to, obviously, in my opinion, let the client know every single aspect of the case. What do the evidence rules say? What is the court process like? What would the defenses look like? What evidence could or may not be allowed to be admitted in the court? What are the nature of the charges, the degree of the charges? What kind of sentences do those things carry? In order for a client to make an informed decision, they have to know every permutation and every aspect of the case. So to me, I think that that's one of the reasons why we have such a great relationship with our clients is not only are we trying to take care and understand the collateral consequences of what they're going through with their marriages, with their jobs, with their reputation loss, and trying to help them navigate that, but I think a huge thing is client communication, hearing from the lawyer, knowing the lawyer is really on their case, explaining it to them, the lawyer having to understand that this is the first time, many times, a person's ever been in the criminal justice system. So they don't know the process, and the fear, the lack of knowledge adds and amplifies to the fear of a situation. Otherwise, they're thinking, and many times disastrous scenarios that may not even be true, may not even come true. So, we're very proud of the fact that, actually, to be honest with you, I think our best clients are the ones that are coming from other law firms, because those are the individuals that have seen the way it wasn't being done and then the way it is done with us. And I think that that's a reason why we have such a good relationship with the clients. And then ultimately, you can't tell me that by investing that time, at the end of the day, when the client makes a decision as to what it is that they're going to do, and it's their decision, they knew their lawyers were prepared, they knew their lawyers were fighting, their lawyers are giving the best advice possible. And it's a lot easier to go forward with your life rather than looking in the rearview mirror of your life, wondering if you had a better lawyer, would the result have been different? So I figured I'd say that because when we started our website, or started our business, actually, I have an inspirational blog, and Dave and myself, my law partner, are always going and taking courses on mindset and how to better improve ourselves, improve our business, and ultimately to help the clients in these very, very difficult times. So I'm interested. What do you think about that? There are some that say, well, lawyers should not be, concerned about that. They should be concerned about getting an excellent legal result. I don't think it's a binary choice. I think you can do both. I'd like to know what you think. Thanks for listening.